Hey there, thanks for joining us, Spartan King Fitness family, where we strive for at least 1% better each and every day, sometimes more, but never ever less. I am Tom, owner and CEO of Spartan King Fitness, and with me today and every day is my beautiful girlfriend Alyssa. Say hey, honey.
Hey.
We're joining you today to talk a little bit about Spartan King Fitness. We'll start with the basics. Why in the world did I decide to start this company this year, 2025? I was sitting at my desk for my day job and thinking to myself, I wasn't making a whole lot of impact sitting there in the dark on a laptop doing something for somebody else. I figured if God forbid something happened and I wasn't with us the day after, what would be my legacy? What would I have left behind? What would I have contributed? What would I have been known for? And my day job really was not it. And so I wanted to get back to what I was passionate about, and that was physical fitness, essentially. I'm a firm believer in getting up, getting moving, staying active, and that's what I wanted to focus on. And so there's a lot of stuff that we want to do with Spartan King, right? We want to a lot of community involvement. We want to celebrate active youth and team sports. We want to motivate everybody to want to do better for themselves in many different ways, including fitness. We'd like to provide everybody with tips and other information to promote a healthy lifestyle. And of course, we want to promote positive awareness to mental health and other lifestyle issues of the day. All the while, sharing personal past experiences, sharing our family's day to day life, and the actual building and growth of Spartan King Fitness, the company. Rest assured, there's going to be plenty of laughs all the while, as Alyssa will, without a doubt, try to roast me tirelessly. Don't worry, Team Tom. It's well known. I'm much funnier than Liz, and I intend on showing it as often as possible. Okay. So, the who am I? Let me tell you a little bit about me and my background. Um, I was in athletics pretty much my entire life. I grew up with sports. My mom put me in pretty much everything. So I was pretty active at a very young age. Um, Jumped into track and football and basketball and all of soccer, all the sports that you'd expect, pretty much in elementary into middle school, and then obviously in the high school. I had a lot of success in those sports as time went on, specifically in track and field. That's kind of where I had my time to shine. Was ranked top couple in the nation my senior year in high school, in 100 meter, 200 meter dash, and actually had a couple of schools looking at me. Settled on University of Illinois in Champaign in the Big Ten, and got a track scholarship and went there for a year. After a year, came back for a couple different reasons, and helped out with some family stuff. Grades weren't on point. There was kind of a lot of different things that wrapped up into that. But wanted to remain active with what I was doing. So at that point in time, I had the opportunity to coach. I had a head coaching position first in middle school, then in high school, and we had a lot of success there. Actually, coaching a state champion, and I was also a personal trainer at a world gym at the time, and I had a lot of fun doing both of those things. It's what I was passionate about, and it's kind of what drove me day to day. Problem with that is neither paid very well, and yeah, we started having children, my ex-wife and I, and there was a need for health care and a lot more money, so I had to get away from that which what I was passionate about and start focusing on providing. So fast forward, after years of retail and odds and ends jobs, making sure that everybody was taken care of. Like I said, I decided that my passion didn't need to be on the back burner anymore. My kids are a little bit older, and they're doing all their experiences now, their sports and whatnot. And while I'm still having no trouble with providing for them, it was time to kind of take the leap and invest in myself and get back to what I'm passionate about, which is physical fitness. So hence Spartan King starts this year, and we're super excited to get it going. And I can assure you, you're going to find a lot about me throughout the course of our podcast here. There's going to be plenty of information shared with you. We're going to encourage questions and be able to provide answers to those for you. But that's probably enough for me right now for you guys to digest. Like I said, you're going to learn much more as we get along here. But I think, honey, it's about time to hear from you. You want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
Sure.
All right, go ahead.
My name's Alyssa. I work in the medical field. I've been working there for about 15 years total. Um, I have 3 children who are soccer kids.
Yeah, sure. I think so.
One of them plays volleyball. My oldest one actually plays volleyball, and the younger 2 are soccer players. So currently getting a taste of soccer mom life. Um, I have been working out for quite some time. I have an autoimmune disease, which is lupus. So all the lupus warriors out there, I feel for you. Just keep pushing. Um, I think that's really all about me. I just work nights, and I pretty much am with the kids as much as possible, running around, sports, and usually I go to the gym. I go to the gym right after I get off work in the morning. It's been quite some time that I haven't, but I am getting back in there with not only the help of you, but I will be back, trust.
Yeah, you've been busy holding our families together too with everything that's going on, and now we got school prep coming right around the corner, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. We have school coming up next week, so it's been pretty busy in the Stevens household, trying to get this back to school stuff together, and also just trying to let the kids enjoy the rest of their summer.
Right.
Yeah, we've been trying to squeeze a lot of plans in, along with trying to get some Spartan King Fitness stuff out there. So guys, be prepared.
Yeah, for sure.
Be prepared for what's to come because there is a lot to give.
Yeah, and we're about to start running around a bunch ourselves as parents of all these athletic children. We've got a little bit of Alyssa's children's schedules for soccer, and it looks like practices Monday through Thursday every day. They kind of go back and forth between the 13-year-old and the 6-year-old. And then my daughters, they've been training for cross country already for probably a good month and a half. That was non-required practice, and now, as of the last week and a half, I think it's been more of mandatory, if you will, practice. And so they're gearing up for their season and practices every day, Monday through Friday, and then we're going to be peppering in a lot of cross country meets as we go along here. So you can imagine, trying to keep our workouts together and stuff like that while making sure we get the kids where they need to go, making sure everybody's fed, making sure homework's done. It's going to be an incredible challenge this next school year, but I think we're up for the task. What do you think?
I do. I think we can hit it, rock it. I don't know. We're just going to get it done.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely going to crush it. And I'll tell you one of the things that I love about Liz is that she kind of believes in the same thing I do. And it's one of the things that kind of propelled the need for me to start the company. I think it's my sheer hatred for iPad children. I absolutely cannot stand. Yeah, there you go, honey. I absolutely cannot stand, throwing a kid in front of a screen, for whatever reason. It could be a travel trip in the car. It could be so you can get ready for work. It could be because they're crying for the damn thing. I don't know, whatever it could be, but literally, I can't with that. These screens, oh my goodness, and these young people especially with these screens, the constant scrolling and the need to, I don't know if it's fear of missing out on the new fads or what, I don't know, I can't keep up. Look, I'm old. I'll admit to you right now, I'm not hip to all that stuff or whatever, and I understand that some of these kids, that's a way to wind down and stay connected at the same time. Okay, good, fine, but we've got these bodies, and if you think about time, we have most people. What do they do? They wake up, they're unhappy to start their day. Some are happy, okay, but they wake up,
I'm not
they're
happy.
You're not happy. Yeah, well, you don't even like the mornings, so yeah, you're a bad
I work
example.
nights. Did I say that?
Yeah, exactly, honey. But look, we kind of drag ourselves to these 8, 10, 12 hour shifts where a lot of us are sedentary, even though not everybody. Obviously, there's people out there working with their hands, constantly moving around, doing whatever they're doing. But we work these jobs, and a lot of us then at some point are looking forward to just going home and hitting our couch and watching our shows or something like that. And like, I can't with that. Like, we've been built, these bodies have been given to us. I know this is kind of sounds
To lay
silly,
on the
but like
couch.
since the beginning of time, like we had to walk and get water, right? We had to, walk or run to hunt and get our food. I mean, there was no sitting around, or thinking about our shows like from the beginning of time. We had to stay active and get stuff done, right? So, going from a sedentary job for me to just go and sit in front of a TV screen or on your couch to scroll your phone, like I just don't think that you're doing yourself any justice that way. And I think you need to pepper in some physical activity for many different reasons for actually your health. If you plan to be around here for very long, you kind of need to take note of that and focus of that. And actually, then if you look at the mental health side of things, I think I'm not going to break out any case studies right now, but you're going to find that a lot more people that are physically fit are usually in a better headspace. When you're working on yourself, you're seeing results. You're happy about that. Your energy begets energy, right? So you're getting up and spending some of that energy. You find that you have a little more throughout the day. All that stuff starts to fall in line for you. And when you're just focusing on getting to work and getting what you have to get done and you stay stuck in that rut, it's kind of hard to get out. So the whole goal with Spartan King is to kind of turn that all around. Wouldn't you say, honey?
Yeah, for sure. Especially me, like I suffer from lupus, which is an autoimmune disorder. So it's not quite easy for me, especially in the mornings, is when I'm like really feeling it, really feeling down. I just try. I mean, like you have to just try to get up, put your head in that space, and get it done. Like I mean, the most you could at least do is get to the gym, and then when you're there, you're just, maybe if you walk a little bit, or I started off walking. I mean, it was no big jump for me. I started off walking. I started off, lifting up a couple weights here and there, and then I started feeling better, feeling good, and my mindset got a lot stronger. So that was great. And especially if you're on any kind of medications that might like hinder your, self-esteem, or maybe you just feel like you feel sick, you feel tired. I mean, my thing is like just get up and try. As long
Yeah,
as you're getting up and trying, you'll do something.
absolutely. And some people that may have a little to no experience with fitness. I mean, the key here is to just not feel overwhelmed with the thought of getting active all of a sudden. It does not have to be an overwhelming thing. Like you do not have to go out and get a gym membership after hearing Spartan King Fitness, tell you to do so or something like that. And that's the way you got to go. Like, look, if you're a little nervous about jumping into something like that, you can start with some body weight exercises at home in the comfort of your own living room, heck, your own bedroom before you arise to see children, or whatever your situation may be. I mean, anything to start moving your body in a way that is, it promotes your health, mental and physical. You will be amazed at small changes and what they can bring to your life. And, we're here to encourage that, obviously. We want to make mental health a huge part of Spartan King Fitness because, honestly, I mean, it's a mental game. It's not really all about just getting in there and bench pressing and squatting and deadlifting and all that stuff. I mean, sure, that's goals for some people, but, there's a process to working up to that. And I can tell you that I've been doing, weightlifting and physical fitness for more than I haven't in my life. And there's times where I'm getting to the gym and I'm really talking myself through my workouts. Like, you got to get something done. You got to get through this. You got to try this or try that. Constantly switching up my workouts to make sure that I'm not suffering from burnout or plateaus and still remaining, focused on those goals that I have for myself. So There is never a perfect situation. That's what some people want to wait for the perfect storm to get started with something like fitness, but there is never a perfect situation. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree. There's never, and if you, the longer you wait, the longer you think about it, it's going to be harder for you to want to get up and go.
Yeah, it's just a general disservice to yourself, honestly, because, at the end of the day, like I said, 1% better is always the goal at Spartan King Fitness. And that's all you have to do. I mean, it's you versus you at the end of the day. We are not competing against each other. I mean, I know at my age, I'm not out here to do that. I'm not a professional anything, sports athlete or anything like that, where I need to go out and beat the person next to me. That's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is to make myself better. And
However, he is a sore loser.
I'm a terrible loser. Like, I cannot with losing. I was playing Fortnite with the kids this morning. I almost lost my shit. I about quit. I cannot. But I mean, that's a whole. We could spend a couple hours on that. I mean, I'm still working on my. I need therapy for many different reasons. That's one of them. But like, yeah, I mean, the key is to really just understand that you deserve time for you. You deserve effort towards you. You give so much to effort to other people that are either paying your checks or that are dependent on you, your kiddos and stuff like that. And while all these things are necessary, we are the first people that we neglect in our lives normally. And I want to change that. I really, really do. I want to change that mindset because, you deserve time. You deserve to make yourself better for you, because you can be so much better for those in your life if you're feeling good about your own. And so that's kind of where we're at right now and what we're trying to do. We're pushing a lot of brand recognition right now. We're trying to get our name out there as somebody who's reputable enough to kind of pass this message along. And we sure hope you follow us, along this journey because there's going to be so much fun throughout this process. So, yeah, we really hope that you stay tuned and kind of follow along with us. Alyssa will share at the end many different ways that you can reach out and touch base with us. I'll tell you that we're doing big things here. Like, I just sponsored my first athletic department for the high school. Just getting them paid. They got some signage ordered for Spartan Fitness. Yeah, it's a big move. It's a big move. We're super happy, right, honey? Yeah, exactly. So, there's going to be some signage hung at the high school and stuff, like some public service announcements, running commercials, little spots and stuff. And it's cool. We'll get those high school kids excited, and then that word will spread with them. And there's going to be all kinds of different stuff. We're looking at reaching out to local boys and girls clubs, having Spartan King Fitness Days. I mean, I'm constantly throwing out shirts to people. Like, we just want to get people really, really excited about the company right now because we think we bring a good message. And, we're going to continue to do so. And just know that we're always going to be here to answer any questions you may have. I'm sure that we'll generate a lot of those throughout some of our talks here with you. So,
Also, if there's anything y'all like to see happen,
yeah.
I mean, we've got a couple big surprises coming out. I will say one of them will be a YouTube channel. So if you guys are interested in like seeing certain things like a day in the life, or we do have some really crazy children, crazy funny. So yeah, I don't know if you guys are really interested in seeing anything. Just contact Spartan King Fitness. Drop some questions or
share some success stories. I mean, or any challenges you may be having. I mean, we're wanting to hear from you just as much as maybe you start wanting to hear from us down the road here. So we want to kind of open up a dialogue. I know that I have no problem sharing anything with you guys. Liz had mentioned, her, dealing and coping through, the effects of lupus from day to day. I too was born with a genetic disease. It's called ectodermal dysplasia. It does. I don't have the ability to sweat. So, and you heard that exactly right. You got a guy who's passionate about fitness and pretty much every sport on the planet, and I do not have the ability to sweat. So you can imagine the challenges that come with that, and I am an absolute open book about that. I will share that with you, and all my experiences that come along with that, because I can assure you that from a very young age, that posed quite a bit of problems for not only myself but my mother, my family, and stuff like that. It was something that really was not well known. I am approaching 45 years of age, and so you go back and 45 years ago, a child being born with that, it really was not pinned down as far as to what was causing something like that. Obviously, it was something that probably had happened many years before, but genetics have come a long way, healthcare has come a long way, and this was something that was more of a new development. I'll tell you that since then, they have now located the gene that's responsible for such a problem, and they're working on gene replacement therapy and other kind of stuff to kind of, eliminate having a child with this. It's still in very, very early stages there. It may be years and years before we see something of that. But anyway, you picture a kid that's trying to work his butt off on the field or on the court or on the track, and he just does not have the ability to cool off. And that is something that I had been dealing with my entire life. And there's a lot of, different little side things that kind of went with that. And I was the different kid in school. I was getting bullied just for being different. Kids can be cruel. I don't know if you have any experiences with that, or if your kids are having any experiences with bullying or anything like that. It's certainly another discussion that we can have, because again, we're very, very concerned and everybody's well-being, and that goes for kids and adults alike.
It'd
So
also be interesting to hear stories from you all if you all are similar to
yeah,
you.
for sure. Yeah, I know there's people out there, right? Like I haven't come across there's a foundation for what I have, and I've gone to Washington D.C. to legislate for some changes in law in regards to the condition that I have, um, and so yes, there's plenty of people out there, but unless we're called to congregate at like such a an event, I just don't run across people like that. Most people don't. Whenever I meet somebody or somehow my disease comes up, it's obviously like a shocker to them. They've never heard of such a thing, and then they're really floored when I'm all about weightlifting and sports and everything else.
I'll tell you, when I first found out, I was like, "You're lying."
Exactly.
That's a lie.
Exactly. But then she noticed that, like, my skin was nice and smooth, and I could go to the gym and come home and not stink, and we could go straight out on a date. And these were all
That is the best part, actually.
these were all green flags for her all of a sudden.
My skin is way better than anybody I've ever met, or like even like a newborn baby.
It's kind of, yeah. There are perks, right? There are perks, I suppose. But yeah, it was challenging growing up, and it's even challenging now trying to push myself to the maximum amounts that I want to, and so it's something that we deal with, right? Everybody's dealt their hand of cards, and whatever that may be, we find a way, and that's kind of what I did. And so, we could talk about those experiences. I've got horror stories in regards to that. I've got great stories. I've got some cool experiences out of just having this condition, and so we all face things, right? And I want you to share those with us too. Feel free to be open and honest with us. Obviously, we will not single a soul out unless you want us to specifically, but we will take and enjoy your story and share in whatever you have to offer with us, because we'll celebrate you. We're all different, but we're all moving in the same direction, right? We all want to be successful to some way, shape, or form. We all want to be loved and cared for in some way, shape, or form, and we all want to be safe, right? All these things that we all share, we have a lot more similarities than we have differences, and that's what we need to remember, that we should celebrate all the similarities rather than point out all the differences. Would you agree?
Yes, absolutely.
For sure.
Nobody left behind, especially your children. I know a lot of stay-at-home moms. I used to be one, so it's definitely difficult when you're sick or you have an autoimmune disorder, or any disorder for that matter. It's hard. It's hard to try to be a parent. It's hard to try to get yourself up and motivated So yeah, it's important that all of us try to stick together and try to just look for a solution to help.
Yeah, and I can tell you from experience that Liz is the best mommy. No matter what she's
Oh,
going through, she grinds and gets stuff done. So
I
I
appreciate you, honey.
absolutely I admire that about her every day, and she's such a hard worker and just the best Spartan queen that anybody could ask for. So
You're so cute.
you know.
Okay, mush. Enough. Anyway, so moving on, I just want to let everyone know that we do have a couple outlets to reach us at. One of them being Instagram. You want
Hmm.
to tell?
Definitely, yeah. Spartan King Fitness, just all one word on Instagram. The movement is growing. Literally a few months ago, it was my personal account, and it was at like 250 followers. And whenever you have a chance, go over and check us out. I mean, we're growing exponentially there. Certainly, we like to throw out a lot of good, positive messages. There's some weightlifting tips and advice, some healthy advice. Um, I we throw out pictures of me on there working out, some videos and stuff like that. We have fun with it. If you go back down in some of the earlier posts and stuff like that, man, I'm doing bad blood covers. Like I'm just singing Taylor Swift and stuff. I'm out there acting a fool. So like, we're just having fun with fitness. Like we don't want it to be so intimidating. We want everybody to have a good time with it. So yeah, definitely Instagram's a great outlet, honey.
Yes, we have Instagram. TikTok is also one. You can reach him at Spartan King Fitness on TikTok. Give that a follow, and you will also see updates, some pretty cool videos as well that we have coming. Especially if you're interested in seeing a lot of the children with the sports.
Yeah, yeah, we're definitely going to be including a lot of that through our podcast. Some are going to be video, some are going to be just us talking. But you are definitely going to meet our families. We are, our family, I should say, our kids, all of our kids, and you're going to see a lot of what they're doing, all their sports that they're participating in, because both of us show up to every event and just basically scream our heads off like maniacs, and we're those parents. So yeah, I mean, we're going to include them. I mean, we're always active and doing different things. We were playing beach volleyball the other night at the park, and we went for a walk today with the dogs. I mean, we're just always doing something. So we're going to include, the kids and what we're doing in a lot of these posts and whatnot, right?
Yes, we will include all of that. We'll include some of their little sports events, and if anyone's interested in also getting involved, I mean, feel free to give a like or a share, and share some of your experiences with your children. That'd be great. We'd love to see that.
For sure, because we want to pump your kids up too. I mean, that's one of the things that is coming. Spartan King Fitness is going to be holding their first contest. It will be announced with more details, but it will be basically aimed at high school age students and their athletic departments. And we're really just all about celebrating huge achievements by these kids that are out here doing great things. And I don't mean the kids that necessarily have to be coming in first every time, or the teams that are undefeated for 2 3 years. Like I'm less concerned with that. I mean, those are fantastic feats and certainly deserve to be applauded. But I love the kids that just show up every dang day and try to get something done. The ones that choose being active over going home and playing video games, man, I'll celebrate them every day. So we're going to be looking for a lot of stories from you guys, because obviously we can't be everywhere at once. But we want to hear from you with those kids that really deserve a little recognition. And, I've got a website, SpartanKingFitness.com, that I'm building right now. Right now, it's got some blogs on there that you can kind of read for a little inspiration or information, if you will. Um, there are some products that'll be coming out. If you want to help support the movement and help yourself with some supplements and some apparel, that stuff's coming your way. And we'll keep you posted more on some of those release dates and stuff like that, so you guys can know what to expect if you're interested. We certainly hope that you will be. But yeah, I mean, point being, we want to celebrate these kids. We want to rally around those doing big, good things, positive things. And I mean, we think they deserve a nod, and that's going to be one of our goals here. Okay, so and one of the other things we're going to talk about, certainly, I mean, we're not here to just sell products. I mean, that is certainly something that we're interested in, but we also want to be kind of all encompassing with a lot of different life stuff, and that one of those big life things for everybody's relationships, right? And that's why me and lists are here together, because we want to talk about, some of the, ups we have, some of the downs we have. We're going to be certainly open and honest with all that stuff. And, the merging of our two families, that's not always easy, to, bring two families together, although for us it has been. I mean, well, we'll talk, yeah, we'll tell you a little bit about that, but, there's challenges, right? And we want everybody to have a chance to be able to talk about that. We come from a couple of really gnarly relationships in our past. The most recently before, me and her found each other, and there's a lot of the stuff that we're even still working through together, for each other, from the wreckage that was kind of created from all that. So, we think it's important to be open and honest and talk about some of that stuff because, we do that with each other. I've communicated better with her, in our time in our relationship than I have with anybody else in my entire life. And she's taught me that that's kind of the way to be healthy, and that's kind of the way to, navigate a relationship in a positive way. An example of that is my car typically does not move until my Bluetooth connects and my radio starts playing. Would you agree, honey?
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely true.
it's absolutely true, right? So I can't move until I don't care if I'm going to be late. My music needs to start playing immediately before my tires will turn. We took a trip back home from Lafayette. I think one of my kids had an event, ran some track out at Purdue, and we got in the car. I didn't even think about it. Pulled out of the parking lot after setting the GPS to come back home, and we literally talked that hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half home. And I mean, we didn't bat an eye. Like, from the moment we met, our conversation hasn't lacked for seconds. We always have something to talk about. I mean, you're going to hear us just crack on each other in podcasts to come. I have no doubt. Unfortunately, she's found a way to mute my mic. I foresee that being don't you do it. I ain't said nothing bad yet.
Listen, this is the first one, okay?
Here
I'll
we
give
go.
you
I get a pass for this one.
you
Okay.
pass for this one.
All right. Thank you, honey. But hey, look, she's taught me a different way to actually live a healthy relationship lifestyle, and for her, to her, I'm thankful for that. And we're growing and loving on each other like something I've never experienced before. So we're going to share a bunch of positives with you, and hopefully motivate you folks to do the same with your significant other, or if you're navigating the dating world, here's some stuff that maybe you haven't, maybe some stuff that you have, but we like to keep that dialogue open as well. Like I said, this is, we are building a business here, Spartan King Fitness, but there are so many things that go on in our lives, that we have to kind of fit fitness into. And if some of those things aren't really going well, sometimes it's even easier for you to get away from your fitness goals. And we want to avoid those pitfalls as much as possible. So we want to help you through some of that stuff.
We also do have to co-parent.
Yeah, we do.
So I know a lot of people also struggle with co-parenting. So I mean, those are all things that, like, if you have any questions, concerns, or even want to share things, I don't have the answer. I don't have the right answer for any of it. But I am certainly interested in hearing some tips about what makes things easier for you all, or how to navigate that life, because it certainly is not easy, and it does play a role into, fitness, whether you think it does or doesn't. Sometimes you get up and you're not in the greatest mood, or you're, having to co-parent, or things are just not looking great, and it puts you in a bad mood. I know it puts me in a bad mood. It puts me in a bad mood, and I am still currently working on how to not let that affect me. So there are ways to get around that. I have not found the perfect route, but yeah, I'd be interested in hearing, like, anybody have any tips for me?
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, there's good parents, co-parents out there. There's not so good, a little more difficult and stuff like that. It's a challenging situation. What a lot of people fail to remember, I should say, is that at the end of the day, it's about the kids. Relationships can end at any time for any reason, but the priority is the children, and their health and their well-being and their mental status is above and beyond more important than any differences you may be dealing with the other person. And I certainly have tried to live that way as a co-parent. It's not necessarily being reciprocated, but that's the challenge that I'm dealing with, and I'll be happy to share more with you guys about that as well. So, look, together we'll navigate some of these social issues, and we'll find out a lot more about each other, and of course, maybe you like Liz said, you'll be able to answer some of our questions, and hopefully we're in the belief that hopefully we can answer some of yours as well. So let's make this a team effort and have some fun with this as we go. I mean, honestly, we really should have had a podcast for setting up the podcast because seriously, somebody get the control board out of Liz's hands. Like,
he left me in charge of the most important job.
Bro, so she's got it hooked up to her laptop, and she's got the control board facing right at her with buttons to mute me and mock me at every turn. Oh my god. See, look, she's having way too fun with this.
We're about to have so much fun with this. Yeah. Like, he left this in the wrong hands, I'll tell you that.
For real. Like, it's going to be a constant roast session. Like, I mean, we're certainly going to touch upon serious topics as we go along, but we're certainly going to have a lot of fun along the way. She's already laughing at me. Literally, I haven't even said anything. I'm trying to be serious here,
okay,
honey.
I'm sorry, I'm serious.
No, you're not.
I'm the most serious person ever.
Oh, my God.
You're...
Please remind me how you're the most serious person ever.
Look.
Oh, that's your serious face? I wish you guys could see her right now because it's not a serious face. Let's just be honest.
We need a video so they can see my serious face.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have a video.
We will. It's coming. And believe that I am a serious face.
Oh, I can't wait to see it, honey, because I've yet to this point. But, yeah.
Anyway.
Bro, look.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Okay, no, but on a serious note, I'm more funnier than he is.
And this will go on for quite some time, folks, until the kids come in here and claim they're the funniest.
What?
Exactly.
They're not funny by any means, guys.
No, they're certainly not. And oh my God, when they break out their lingo, what a joke. Like, seriously, I have no idea what they're talking about. And of course, they learned it from TikTok and stuff. And then they TikTok bust me out with some challenges. And I don't even know what I'm doing until they absolutely roast me and laugh. And I feel pretty
mad.
No,
Spartan King himself.
I usually don't get mad at those. Like, but seriously, if we sit down and we have a little family game night, there's a little heat involved at the end of those if I'm not number one, right? I mean, look.
I'll tell you, Spartan King family, he is never number one.
Oh wow!
I win almost every game.
That is such a lie. Why you're starting off our first podcast being very untruthful with our listeners here.
Okay. I'll tell you the truth. He loses. I may not win all the time, but he does not win at all.
That's terrible.
The kids might win a few games. I might win most of the games.
So I never win.
I guess. You win once, twice.
Oh my God. Well, at least you threw me that, folks. Like, seriously, I mean, I'm going to take that as a win at this point. I really am going to take that as a win.
I'm glad.
But, we are going to have so much fun with this. I mean, we've been looking forward to this all day about just coming home. It's late right now. Like, we've been through it. We've had days, and I mean, the kids are holed up right now. I think they're probably sleeping. In fact, I mean, it's after 11. I guess it's not too late, right? But they're pooped.
Summer night.
Yeah, I know they're pooped. I had them. We went to Menards today. We were loading mulch, and I mean, it was manual. It was like sweatshop labor today with these kids, and they're just not used to that throughout the summer. So,
in fact, let's ask him how the mulch went.
Oh, well, I mean, like, look, we got there and we loaded it, and then we got home and we unloaded it, and
that's it.
Yeah, that was it.
Then I woke up and
yeah, she's like, "Is everything laid down?" And I'm like, "I mean, it's all lined up nice, but." Yeah, I mean, it was like 1,000 degrees out there. Have I mentioned I can't sweat, honey? Like,
yes.
Look, that sun was high and hot, and I mean, as soon as we came home and we unloaded the truck, and I mentioned to the kids maybe going to spend some minutes in the air conditioning, and then maybe coming out back later to do it late. That was my first wrong move, right? I gave them an option to do it later. Yeah, that's just never a good option. It was an option
for him to do it later.
It really was. And so now it's turned into bright and early tomorrow morning, and we'll see how that goes when the alarm bell goes off for everybody in the Stevens household, and it's time to do some manual labor.
Except for me.
Except for
So I gotta
Liz.
work nights.
She'll
I
be
work nights.
sleeping.
Did I say that?
Yeah, she'll be sleeping, but that's okay. We all got to kind of fit in what we got to do, but we always do it as a family, and we have a hell of a good time. And we're going to share a lot of that with you. We're certainly looking forward to it. I literally walk around this household laughing all day, and I know they do because I'm the funniest one in the household. So, I mean,
Give it up.
see, I'm garnering laughter from everywhere, like already. So just wait. There's a
We
lot.
laugh at him, not with him.
And that's probably true more often than it's not. But hey, yeah, I mean, we got a lot to talk about though. There's a lot of topics that are coming up. Certainly want to focus a lot on fitness. There's got to be a lot of tips that we can provide. Some getting started stuff for some beginners, maybe some people that have tossed the idea of around of wanting to get into the gym or wanting to get active in some way, shape, or form. We're certainly going to try to throw motivation your way to do so. And so be on the lookout for that. We'll talk a lot about some different ways that you can get started and fit fitness into your lifestyle. And trust me, all those that are out there saying, I just don't have time, let me tell you, you have time. I have kids in sports. My girl has kids in sports. I have a full-time job. She has a full-time job. I just started my own business, and I find time for the gym. And that's just the decision that I've made because that's what I need to do for me. And when I thought about it and didn't want my gym time to encroach on too much family time, my first step was to hit the gym at 4:30 or 5 in the morning. Now, I know that sounds like a lofty goal for maybe somebody who's thinking about getting started in fitness. You know, but no, literally.
I do not get up at 4:30 in the morning.
No.
In fact, I'm already up because I'll be at work sometimes.
Yeah, you're still at work, right?
However, on a regular day, I am not.
She ain't
getting up
doing
at
that.
4:30.
She ain't doing that. She's
But I
shooting
will
you straight now.
say, I'm more of a night girly, so gym time at night, moms, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you can
Get
plug it
there.
in, find a way. Like literally find a way. So for me, it's popping up at 4:15, 4:30 every morning, and popping my pre-workout and getting to the gym. And I usually get a couple hours done before people are even rolling around in my household. So, and before my shoulder surgery, which was a couple months ago, 3 months ago now. But before that, I mean, I was working out 7 days a week, twice a day. And so, if I was doing, my 3 to 5 hours a day working out and all of that was family time, obviously that would become a problem for everybody in my life. And so, I mean, I take things to the extreme a little bit. I certainly don't think everybody should walk around necessarily focusing on fitness maybe as much as I do, but I could let you know ways to plug it into your lifestyle because I assure you, you have time. That is the point. We give ourselves excuses to get away from those things for ourselves quite often. Single moms, go without certain things and buy the kids first. They give away their time for what they feel needs to be done, and they give away their time selflessly first. And that it's all good and fine, but you need to remember that some of that is deserving to yourself. You need to eat that up, and that's single dads too. I mean, let's be honest. There's plenty of you guys out there that are doing your thing.
This was you.
Exactly, right before my relationship was me. So like I was holding things down with my kids and stuff like that, and running around and taking care of things, and I'm still finding ways to get that workout in. Because like I said, when you start doing those positive things for yourself, you're just much more valuable to those around you for those mental health and happiness, straight up happiness reasons. So we're going to touch upon a lot of that kind of stuff. As you can tell, mental health is a huge focus of Spartan King Fitness. Positivity, we're all about that vibe. Me and Liz talk quite frequently about the vibe from our relationship budding to just, things, some people say it's like, I don't know what it is. It's a feeling that, with us, it's a vibe. Literally, that's all I can explain. It's a vibe. That's what we say. Yeah, I know. That was really eloquent. That was probably the best I spoke all podcast. But hey, anyway, so some social issues we're looking to cover here coming up that we want you to kind of maybe look forward to, start thinking about. And one of the facts is that I'm only at 44 years of age. I'll be perfectly honest with you right now. 44 years of age, only feeling comfortable right now in my skin. I felt like as growing up, I was had to be a chameleon to try to fit in with everybody. Again, I dealt with some bullying issues, being a kid with something different going on, and so I kind of form fit my life and my attitude and my style and my likes and beliefs and stuff to everybody else. Try to fit in, and so now at 44, I have figured out kind of who I am. I'm very comfortable in who I am, and it's
Also thinks he's so funny.
yeah, I know I'm funny, so trust me. I haven't proven it maybe on this podcast, and she keeps shutting me down, but I assure you it's coming. But yeah, I mean, being comfortable with oneself is very, very important. We do want to talk quite a bit about alcohol and substance abuse issues. Substance abuse, spit it out. God, what is wrong with me?
I told you you're not funny.
Anyway, alcohol and substance abuse issues. Very important topic. If you yourself have not been affected, you probably know somebody who has been. And so that's a topic we're certainly going to touch on. Mental and physical abuse, period. Each of us have had experience with our fathers in this department and in some relationships, unfortunately. So we'll touch on that. And, we encourage you to do the same because we want to be a support system for you, and we hope that you will be for us. Um, there's going to be quite a bit of women's support in general. Household dynamics, kids, remodels, cleaning, upkeep, cooking stuff. Everything, nutrition, anything that may be women focused. Certain workout moves. All kinds of stuff, right, honey? We're gonna really bring that to the forefront. We think women's health is super important. I'm a big advocate for that. Liz is a big advocate for that,
Absolutely.
and that's something that we're gonna bring to the forefront and talk a lot about. In that, it includes fertility issues, trying to conceive, and pregnancy and fitness. There's a lot of stuff that we could talk about in regards to that. I think we have some experience there, honey, right? That we could probably shed a little light on. And I know that you folks out there have a lot of experience. So, again, wanting to open up that dialogue and just bring some of that stuff to light. There's also going to be a lot of info for single moms and dads. Like I said, we know you're out there. We know you're out there doing your thing.
Doing your best.
Yeah, doing your absolute best, right? You're
So
trying.
proud of all you guys.
Absolutely. You're holding it down. You're taking care of business, whatever that may look like for your family, keeping those kids' best interests at heart. We honestly and openly salute you and want to encourage you and wish you the best in all that you're doing. So please stay tuned because we'd like to talk directly to you and have you talk directly with us because there's a lot to be said there. Um, there's also a bunch of stuff coming up. We're looking to start a crowdfunding thing. There's a possible stop in Griffith, Indiana. There's an art show there. It may be an opportunity to purchase some goods and services to support the Spartan King Fitness Movement. We're currently in the process of meeting and talking with investors because we're looking to start the flagship Spartan King Fitness Gym. It's going to be a reality a lot sooner than later. Very excited. There's going to be a lot of information coming out on that when the time is right. And you folks are going to find that some of the stuff in this super gym, it's going to be incredible. It's
I'm
going
so
to be,
excited for it.
yeah, absolutely. It's going to cater to a bunch of different folks, really everybody interested in the fitness lifestyle. But it's going to have a lot of cool attributes, and can't wait to share more with you about that. Um, we are in the process of developing a workout app. There's going to be obviously, a bunch of information that's in regards to that. Definitely workout techniques that, I've learned throughout the years. Some stuff that works, some stuff that doesn't. And
A lot of modifications as well for people who need them.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's going to be stuff for beginners on up to bodybuilders. A lot of stuff's going to be included. It'll be a lot of cool things to check out. Even if you tune in and you learn some new moves, when you're headed to the gym and stuff like that. That's everything. Like I said, I try to avoid monotony. I try to avoid plateaus for my own workouts. I try to avoid burnout. And one of the ways to do that is to learn new things. There's always something new to learn about fitness. There's always something new to learn about many different things in life, right? So as long as we're open to those things and searching them out, you find out that things are more just fulfilling in general. So we're going to make that a priority for you.
Small victories.
Small victories is key. And as previously mentioned, SpartanKingFitness.com for all things fitness, and that goes from blogs to gear and apparel, as well as supplements and nutrition advice. There's a section on there right now that we're building. There's a section for men. There's a section for women. So each is going to have a little bit of different information in it that's catered more to that specific gender. Because when you pop into our website there, it's not just cookie cutter, right? I mean, we have different goals. We have different things that motivate us, and different life things going on, period. So that website is going to help men and women alike in different areas of fitness. So I want you guys to stay tuned. A lot of information coming your way in regards to that. And yeah, I mean, we're just super, super excited. Alyssa's going to tell you here in just a second different ways that you can reach out to us and follow what we're doing. And so we encourage you to hit those spots and talk with us. I mean, there's a way to message us. You can certainly email anything over to business@SpartanKingFitness.com. If it's related to our podcast, please go ahead and add podcast to the subject line. That will help flag it for us so we can address that and bring it up maybe in our next talk. Certainly love topics that you'd love to hear about. Questions about something that maybe you've heard and we can elaborate on for you. Please shoot those over. Again, business@SpartanKingFitness.com. And we'll be happy to share more info with you on that.
I do want to say following Instagram. If anyone's actively using Instagram, you can follow Spartan King Fitness on Instagram. He shoots more of the updates about what's happening, pictures. You can follow through his journey of, if you want to look back on his surgery recovery. I think that's up there, right?
Yeah, we got a little bit of the surgery on there. I had that surgery May 9th this summer. Just had that shoulder surgery, torn shoulder. So some of that's on there. Just trying to build encouragement through anybody who's going through like a rehabilitation for an injury or anything like that. Knowing that your fitness isn't over at that point. In fact, I was in the gym 22 hours after my shoulder surgery, so I just lifted legs. That was all.
That's a lie. He was also lifting.
Yeah, but don't tell my surgeon. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, I was getting stuff done. But anyway, there's some stuff on Insta, like Liz said. Go ahead,
there's
baby.
Stuff on Insta that you can follow through. If you want to also follow Facebook for people who are more actively on Facebook. I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess people usually go through Facebook more for what?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess that was like the flagship social media, if you will. I mean, it was one of the first. So, I mean, I know it's very popular still with folks. I mean, if you want Tom Stevens, follow me. My posts
Spartan King Fitness.
Yeah, and Spartan King Fitness is on Facebook for sure. The difference between the two is sometimes I'm a little more candid on the Tom Stevens page. I mean, I'll say a little more about randomness, I guess, if you will. Well, fitness obviously spills over onto my page quite a bit, obviously. Sometimes I shoot out some random stuff. Like we took a trip to my cousin and I. He's like my little brother. We took a trip to Waverly Hills Sanitarium in Kentucky. They say it's one of the scariest places on the planet. We took a trip there, and so I got some pictures up there, some creepy shots. I'm gonna tell you right now, we did not see these ghosts before we went home and looked at these shots. So
I was scared.
yeah, it was no joke. Like that place is no joke, and we're planning on going back and renting it out. Me and him and 8 of our friends. We're going to rent it out, the whole building for ourselves one night and go tour it, and that's with no guided tour. So, yeah, I mean, we're different. We're built different. We like that crazy, creepy stuff. But
I also, just this is so random to throw in there.
Sure.
I also want to know everyone's favorite holiday.
Oh, yeah. Liz is huge on this. Please, go ahead, baby.
No, I just want to know what is everyone's favorite holiday.
What's yours,
I'm
honey?
going to leave it at that. No, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Oh, you're going to leave it at that. Okay.
I'll say what mine is, but I just want to hear what everyone else is. And we'll talk about it.
Yeah, and why? Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
What is it and why?
Yeah, for sure.
This is a
Great
big
topic.
thing. This is a big thing in this household.
It
And
really
are
is.
you a holiday fan? Period.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because
Is
some
it a
people are
good
not.
time? Yeah, is it a good time? Is it a bad or sad time? Like, we can certainly discuss those things. But yes, Liz is huge on holidays. Certain ones specifically. I won't spoil anything, honey. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, it's fine.
Okay.
But I just really want to know,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to see what's out there.
Yeah,
A
for
lot of
sure.
people are like-minded. Some are not.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Tom hates Christmas music.
I hate Christmas. But that's the
He's
being
the
in the.
Grinch, y'all.
No, I am absolutely not the Grinch. Look, I love Christmas. Okay, Christmas is fun. Everybody's happy. Everybody's getting presents. Everybody's celebrating God, right? But look, the Christmas music I could do without, except on Christmas Day, because I did work retail for years. And retail, they're setting up Christmas now.
So he's punishing his family for him working retail.
Look, I could not with the Jingle Bells in frickin' October.
It's my favorite song.
That's great, honey. That's great. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of decorating around the Steven household for various holidays, and I'm looking forward to it. But that Christmas
Are you,
music, I'm going to be
though?
wearing a lot of earplugs.
Is he though?
I am.
Okay.
What else you got?
Back to TikTok following. So TikTok, if you are actively on TikTok, which I am suckered into at this moment, you can follow Spartan King Fitness on TikTok. Mine is Lissy Poo. That's all together.
Lissy Poo. Yeah, I mean she puts out a lot of great posts out there. I mean she's very women positive, relationship stuff. Health stuff. She's in healthcare. She's dealt
There's
with health issues personally, so there's a lot of different stuff there. What else you got on there, honey?
no, it's up and coming.
Oh, it's up and coming.
It's up
Okay,
and
it's
coming.
growing. It's
It's
growing.
growing. However, I mean, it'd be great to also have followers. I also would like to see what you guys have out there.
Yeah.
So, I would like to follow too.
Yeah, for sure. There you go. It's another way to reach one of us on there. So it's a great avenue. Anything else in regards to follows, socials, or anything?
No, all mine is all the same. It's all Lissy Poo. So if anyone's gonna go ahead and try to follow or view anything, that's what mine is. But mostly we are all available on Spartan King Fitness. I mean, we're here to answer questions. I will put up a poll tonight just to kind of get some topics going. But yeah, anything else you want to add?
Well, I mean, if you forget any of those, if you hit any one of them, they're going to have our listings of the different ways to reach us. So we hope that you like and follow. We'd love to see you. We'd love to talk with you. There's going to be so much more information. This is going to be a regular thing. These podcasts, she's got me going now, and now I'm excited. I'm wearing headphones. I feel like a DJ. Like, let's get this thing going. Like, I'm ready to go lift some weights right now. I'm so hyped. Please get that board out of her hands. Like, seriously, we got to stop with that already. Oh, my goodness. But
This is like the best job I've ever had.
it's a great job. And you're doing a fantastic job, may I say.
I will have everyone know I literally put all my sweat into putting this together because I can sweat. So
Oh, smartass. That's a burn. Okay, that's all right. I'll come up with something good next time. Don't worry about
put
it.
all this together. So
She really did. She
Here we
really
are.
did. She's got great ideas, and
so
I'm
if it
thankful.
doesn't work, it's his fault.
Always my fault. That's all right. I'm thankful to have her in my life, and she usually doesn't steer me wrong, so she's not lying there.
I'm not.
All right. Well, hey, we appreciate you guys joining us. Hopefully, you'll have some time to listen to some stuff we got coming out in the future. Like I said, we want to talk about a lot of fun stuff. Want to talk about a lot of serious stuff. At the end of the day, it's really all about a positive vibe, motivating each and every one of you, including ourselves, to do better. And exactly how much better? That's 1% better every day. Always more, never less. So let's get out there. Let's get after it. Let's get active and create the best selves we can for, like I said, ourselves and for others in turn. So reach out. We'd love to talk with you. Thanks for your time.